Hello everybody, and today I am here on the nicest day of the year so far in Amsterdam, riding around on this new Moustache Dimanche Urban. This is Moustache's latest and greatest urban e-bike, and we're going to go for a 10-mile ride around Amsterdam, looking at some seriously cool stuff with some really interesting people, and just go and have some fun. So I'd like to introduce you to my first guest, John.
How's it going?
Good, man. Thank you so much. This is such a beautiful thing to ride around Amsterdam.
Yeah, we're here in Amsterdam Noord, N-O-O-R-D.
And you've lived in Amsterdam for 10, 12 years?
13 years,
13
yeah, originally
years,
from the United States. Yeah, I have a Dutch passport now.
Great.
Card-carrying member. You've seen over the past few years more and more e-bikes here in the city. And I'd say, coming to Amsterdam Noord, people that are coming from maybe their office more in the city center, back up north, taking the ferry like we just did. Yeah. This would be the perfect bike for that commute.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, the Moustache Dimanche has been out for quite a while over the years. I mean, they've been out for about 7 or 8 years, maybe even slightly longer, but it's just got better and better and better. And now this is the first time they've actually done a specific urban one, all in black, really stealth, but it's so playful and light and fun. And it's got the new Bosch motor. We're going into a bit more detail with Clement from Moustache, who's one of the OGs of Moustache. So let's get technical. So Clement, thank you so much for today and inviting us out to Amsterdam. It's been such a lovely day. I mean, like, we've been absolutely blessed by Mother Nature. But what we're here to see is this new bike that you guys have launched. Could you, just for anyone that doesn't know Moustache, could you sum up Moustache in like 1 or 2 sentences?
French brand, style, elegance, like French flair, let's say. Attention to details.
Yeah.
Born electric.
That's a big one, yeah.
And
only make electric bikes from the ground up, designed on a blank canvas by electric bike riders.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And I would say like very picky on anything we do, and every little detail where many brands, they don't care that much, we care.
And you've worked super closely with Bosch, like developing the first integrated battery system, making your own internal suspension designed specifically for e-bikes. The list goes on. One of the things that I take from Moustache is they're so playful, they're so fun to ride, and it really gives you that like first bike ride feeling every time you get on it. Yeah. So yeah, I mean,
the motto of the brand, it's smiling machine. I mean, that's for a reason. It's something also which is really important for us, is that when you hop on the Moustache, we want the people to smile immediately just by riding, just by the behavior of the bike. It makes you smile, and that's our main target when we design a bike. Having fun and open biking to more people. We want more people to be
experience that joy. Yeah. This particular bike, originally it was like a roady kind of vibe, like lightweight road, and then now slowly it's transitioned. And this is the first time we've actually called a Dimanche Urban. So this is now only in stealth black. And super playful, but really well designed. For example, you cannot remove the battery from the frame. This is unique to this model, and ultimately what that means is you can leave it anywhere and you don't have to worry so much. You can lock it up with an anti-grind lock in London and you don't need to worry. So that's a kind of one USP of it. And then it's the lightweight, the rideability, the sporty feel, and like the simplicity as well.
And what is crazy about that bike is that even though it's a small and super compact battery, I mean, we are talking about 400 watts, which may seem small compared to other bikes. The combination with the Bosch SX is making miracle, because basically we've been doing like tour with that motor and the 400 watt, even without an extender, just a 400 watt battery, and you can go way beyond 70k, no problem, even with like hills, and so it's really
more than you need
riding.
In urban.
There's no drag with the SX motor.
It's so really responsive and smooth, and you can push past the 15, you know, very, very easily. The other little improvements that you can see are this new charging port. So that's brand new out this year. So much easier to charge and easy to connect the power more if you wanted to. So then you can have an extra 250 watt hours, which will get you well above 100 kilometers from one charge. That's really cool. And then again, if you do have difficulty charging, you can just take that inside and bring that out and put
Exactly,
it on.
yeah.
So really well
But
thought
the thing
through.
is, talking about charging, the goal with that bike was also, as you were saying at the beginning, to have something lightweight. So we are below 21 kilograms, so 20.2 kilograms in size medium. So the idea was to have a bike which is also easy to carry upstairs, and if you want to bring the bike inside your house, you know, it's not, you have all the key functionality that you need for urban riding, with at the same time a weight which is super nice, and that's adding to the DNA and the character of the bike in terms of handling, like sporty feeling, fast acceleration. It's
and even hitting that weight limit that you've still got the telescopic seat post with suspension. So you can see there, for these kind of cobbles or for streets in London as well, you can really ride fast off curbs, through potholes, over sleeping policemen, and you don't have to get out of the saddle.
Yeah.
That's a really nice selling point. And then the other thing that's really good about this is when you're getting on and off the bike, if you're wearing a particular kind of outfit, you can get on very easily, and you can also, when you get to the traffic lights, and like you can see here, that if I was to get to my perfect geometry while I'm riding, I press this button and it comes up really smoothly under your weight, and then you can get to a good geometry, so you're, you know, protecting your posture. It's really clever. This was originally used for mountain biking, but now all the top manufacturers are using it for urban riding.
Exactly. I mean, I think we were probably the first brand to actually use like telescopic seat posts on e-bikes, on urban e-bikes, and for us, as you say, it makes a big difference in terms of safety and easiness also of use. That's a super cool feature, and the fact that it's telescopic plus suspended.
Yes, that's quite new.
Really
That's quite new.
filtering all the impacts, and in addition to that, of course, we have the Centaur at the forefront.
Air suspension. 40 mil travel.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So air suspension means like you can really fine tune exactly
to your weight and the rebound, and it's ultra smooth. And then what else is there? There's these new tires. What are these called? The J1s.
The J1. That's from Schwalbe. It's a really nice combo because it's wide enough like to have like some super cool comfort. It's 50C width,
which means 5 centimeters.
Yep.
And really smooth with a constant bead right through the middle here, but then bite on the side. If you do want to go a little bit off-road, you know, it's safe to even ride fast.
I would say like for light gravel or canal path, it's the perfect companion, and just the right balance between like fast rolling and comfort. So it's a good addition.
The standard Moustache mud guards, which are just, I mean, they've been like revolutionary, and not many other brands do that. And they're very strong. You can bash them around. They do not move and look crap, and they just last. That's a great feature.
Talking about mudguards, really often people think mudguards are simple things to design, but that's probably one of the hardest things to design actually. To have something really clean and that fit perfectly the wheel, fit perfectly the bike, and which is strong and sturdy and reliable and lasts. This is a job which is not easy.
And has the cable integrated into it for the rear light. Sticking with the wheels, we've got this fantastic light pannier rack. So these are great. So this is with the QR3. Now you guys have got an official collaboration with Autoleb. You've been doing that for several years now.
And now we just had a new generation actually of the Autoleb bag with the Moustache logo also, which is just
it's also
out
reflective
now.
As well, that bag.
Exactly, with a really nice material which is 100% waterproof also, so perfect for the UK conditions in winter. We have the spanning light at the rear, and we have also the Supernova, which is also a super premium light, which is 100 lux powered. Also, it's really powerful and really classy light for the urban use. And of course, in terms of cockpit, so the SX motor is working with the Purion 200, so it's that's the remote. So basically, you get all the basic information, and you can switch between modes really easily. But to extend the experience, you have also the possibility to have the
smartphone grip.
So this is the little basically part that you have here, where you can have all the navigation. Basically, you are enriching the experience with extra information and a wider screen, of course, because you obviously use your your phone screen.
And you can see the data, and even if you change modes here, it tells you on here what mode you're doing, and that will actually tell you how many miles you've got left on that particular battery, depending on what mode you're in. You can see where you've been, you can share it with friends, you can get critical alerts if your bike's moved, if it's locked. Does this have the Bosch Connect module, or is that an extra?
This is not sold immediately with the Bosch Connect module, but there's the space.
Capacities,
It's basically
so
DCM compatible, so you can add it.
We charge about 120 or 140 pounds for that, and that basically connects your phone remotely to the bike, so you can check in with the bike, and if you do lock it and someone does this, it can send you a critical notification, or it can do a sound alarm. So it is a good theft deterrent. It also allows you now to pair the battery to the bike, so if the battery is taken, which wouldn't really happen on this bike,
it'd be a challenge.
It would be very difficult. But yeah, it's very smart, the smart system now. So it's a nice feature.
And one thing also which is good is that when you attach the phone, basically you have the induction charge.
That's
wireless
charging.
That's recharging your phone automatically. And transmission, we try to have something like ready for the city. So we're using the Shimano Qs.
10 speed,
Let's say that's the burly derailleur from Shimano, which is great for urban city. And you can notice also on a special design that we have on the rear rack, you have a little
protector
band here, like a protection to avoid, like especially in the city when you park your bike, or even if you park nicely, you have someone like hitting your bike. That's protecting that's preventing from damaging the.
This is the detail that you're talking about earlier. It's just clever, well thought through, looks slick, and actually highly functional. So there are so many clever little things about this bike, but most of all, for me, riding it today around Amsterdam, it's just so easy and fun and speedy and sporty, but not with like too much of a hectic geometry. It's like you're still getting that sporty feel, but you're not like right over.
No, we never go too much. It's just like finding the right balance. The transitioning is really smooth because of the SX, and because of the dynamic of the wheels, you can carry on like bombing and accelerating and keep the momentum basically of the bike, and that's partly because of those wheels and of course the tires. And that's
you say that. I mean, there are obviously a lot of people out there that like to make them go slightly faster, and we obviously don't promote that. But yeah, I mean, for me, that is enough. You know, you can really like kind of propel and whip past it, and then it's actually really nice exercise. So that becomes controlled exercise. So those of you that, you know, maybe in your mid-40s like me, that, you know, just trying to keep the old belly under control, you can get a really nice workout on this bike. So yeah, I mean, overall, fantastic. And what a day to actually ride it around. Still can't believe it's February. Today we're just going to have some fun. And where are we going next? What are we going to do?
I think we're going to head further into, I guess, the east side of Noord. We'll ride through a little more of this kind of graffiti area, and then we'll end up taking another ferry back towards Central Station. We'll be rolling past a few London police graffiti pieces. There's no London police here. You'll see that later in the show. But they're a local graffiti crew. Some of the original members originally from London. It's not the police. It's
not
a graffiti
the police.
crew. The London police.
Is it fair to say that Amsterdam is actually the cycling capital of the world?
You know, I'm biased, obviously. I went to Copenhagen for the first time last year, and if anybody Danish is watching, I don't think they can disagree with me. When it comes to the bike lanes, to the infrastructure, getting on and off the pavements, the way it's lit, all the accommodations, I think, frankly, how safe people feel in the bike lane. We were joking about it earlier. We're wearing helmets. I think from most of where we're all from and where a lot of people are that are watching, you would wear a helmet while you're riding. But in the Netherlands, people feel that it's so safe, they don't wear helmets. In Denmark, they do.
It's 3 to 5%. I ChatGPT'd it earlier. It's 3 to 5% of Dutch people wear helmets while cycling.
People are riding more quickly. They are distracted with their phones. That is against the law here.
You
can get a ticket looking at your phone riding. But because people are going faster, there is a higher chance of injury. So maybe older people, let's say, like more to the retiree age, but also for kids. there is an increase in people wearing helmets here, and
That's
even to
great.
the point where there might be legislation.
To get from A to B in Amsterdam, say it's a typical 3-mile journey, it's normally like a standard 10 minutes on a bike, where it's like half an hour every time in a car because they're manipulated to go through difficult zones, you know, and they get kind of guided a difficult route. And we're seeing that in London so much more now.
Yeah.
It's definitely the time to buy an e-bike and break the change. And if you're watching, we actually can map out now through geofencing. We know where you live. So if you're watching this and you don't buy an e-bike, we're going to come for you. And you should see what happened to the last person that did that.
Yeah, we'll tag you in the comments.
We need you to go really fast though. Pick up the space. Overtake all of them. Let's go. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. It's actually great on these cobbles as well with the.
Well, it's got a suspension seat post.
Yeah.
And the front suspension.
Yeah. Here we are over another little bridge. I mean, how many bridges are there in Amsterdam? That's a good question.
You know, I think there's some crazy statistic that even like Hamburg has more than Venice or something. I don't know if we've got Venice beat, but there are a lot of bridges. In the red light district, they did a 3D printed bridge, actually.
3D printed bridge? I
don't know if it's still there, but it was there for a while.
I remember when I came to Amsterdam last time and rode around on a cargo bike, I ChatGPT'd that. I think it was like 1,400 bridges or something in Amsterdam. I have to check that fact. There's some seriously good riding to be had here in Amsterdam.
That was sick. So straight through. And we'll take this ferry.
Can you speed that up a bit and make it look a bit better?
I think it had a nice soft landing. We've got gravel-sized tires and front suspension, like.
Yeah, and the rear suspension. I mean that.
Yeah.
I mean, look at this. I mean, look.
I mean, the bike's.
Boom, in the saddle.
Yeah, super capable.
It's literally, you can properly ride this bike.
Anything you can throw at this bike in a city environment, it's going to do comfortably. Let's take this next one over here, In my view, now we're like officially on the east side because it's Central Station behind us. And yeah, we're heading east towards Oost.
Is that the Nemo there?
No.
I keep on being like,
no, but
is that the Nemo?
I'm going to make the day. We're going to roll right past Nemo.
Okay, great. Last time I came, I brought my kids to Nemo, and it was so busy because it was the half term.
Yeah, and you were up on the roof terrace.
Yeah. It was. I really wanted to come back when it's really quiet because I could spend a whole day there. Yeah. What's the Lime situation here? Is that
there are like rental bikes? I mean, frankly, riding here, anyone with a helmet, they're gonna know you're not from here.
Yeah.
Ultimately, so you can rent bikes at a lot of bike rental places. There have been bike share programs here, similar to Lime. In some cities there are, but here there are not. You can look it up. There was a few years ago.
Yeah, I haven't seen one. I haven't seen one today.
The companies brought all the bikes here, and the locals like revolted. They threw the bike share bikes in the canals.
Yes, I remember hearing about that.
They went mental about it, and there really was a backlash. All the bike racks are already full, all the bike lanes are full, and they were like, this ultimately isn't what the people wanted here.
Yeah.
And it's almost like those companies didn't ask permission to do it, and just brought the bike share bikes in.
And the locals basically destroyed them.
They destroyed them.
Brilliant, fantastic. Yeah. I think we've had a small attempt at that in London, but it's not big enough to calm it down. And so many people use it because it's convenient in London, and there's just, I don't really get it. So this is literally a village with no roads. This is brilliant.
Well, depends what you call a road. Where we're going, we won't need roads. Or is this a path? That's not a road. No, this is an alley.
What are these storage units?
Yep.
Yeah. He's got a Ring doorbell on his storage unit, that guy.
That's the front door.
I was going to say.
So we're rolling up to the next London Police mural, and we see we'll come out of this tunnel. It'll be right there.
Well, thanks a lot for
thank you very much.
sharing your local knowledge.
Absolutely. You're welcome back anytime.
And we'll hand over to Peter, the London police expert.
Yeah, yeah. Maybe for this, I'll hand you the mic, Peter.
So our next guest is Peter. Thank you for giving us this wonderful tour.
Yeah, welcome.
And you're going to tell us a little bit about the London Police.
Yeah. So this was a commission by one of the big fans of the London Police, and he was living in this block, and it was a real ugly wall before, and so we asked the boys to make this wall nice again, and they started working. But people started complaining because there was no permission, official permission to do this wall.
Sometimes we say it's better to ask for forgiveness than permission.
Yeah, that's what happened.
Yeah. So they're in their like mid-40s now, and they're actually quite a big deal now. They get flown all around the world.
Yeah, we're flown in like rock stars.
Yeah, awesome.
Yeah, doing big walls, big work. Yeah.
That's really cool.
Yeah.
I mean, I'd first of all just like to give a massive shout out to Mother Nature. We're in February, and it is absolutely glorious. It's like the best spring day of the year. In the end of February.
It was handpicked.
It's perfect. Peter, thank you so much for guiding us around today. I mean, it's the best way to explore any city on an e-bike.
Right, on the bicycle.
We've seen so much. I mean, we've only, it doesn't really feel like I've been going for that long, but we've seen so much already.
Well, it's also because of the e-bike. Your exit radius is incredible, and the group is not too big, so we are fast.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is the Amstel River. This gives name to Amsterdam, like Amsterdam.
I still can't quite get my head around that it's only 1 million people that live in Amsterdam. It feels so much bigger. Welcome back to London to our HQ, and here you will find the new Dimanche Urban waiting to be test ridden. And we are really excited about this bike actually. It's brand new out this year, and there's been a dying need for Moustache to do something perfect and lightweight. They have done similar stuff before, but not as well thought through and as perfect as this. Now, you can come here, you can test ride a bike. We have a great area here in London Bridge where you've got cycle lanes, bridges, parks, everything. And at our stores outside of London, there are fantastic places to try as well. They are in Cornwall, Guildford, Silverstone, New Forest, Plymouth, and now Brighton as well. There are many different ways to buy these bikes, including the cycle schemes. We take nearly every different type of voucher and you can save a fortune. You can also watch our cycle scheme video, and you can also do 0% finance. You can also buy it through your business. There are many different ways to save cash when buying. We also don't just sell Moustache, we sell other brands as well. We are not manufacturer biased, and we house the best service centre and the largest service centre in London, here in London Bridge, and you will find that at our other stores as well. Service is a very important part of buying an e-bike. Other than that, check out our buyer's guides. They're really interactive. They link to a lot of our other YouTube videos, and you can just learn a little bit more. We try and make them as fun as possible. Get in touch. Thanks very much.